Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes, half Italy, half not.
Yeah. I love that you remind us where they are every time. It's good.
Every time. Where are we?
Especially on a girls' trip.
Yes.
So I was going to say welcome to another episode where we watched a very boring episode of Beverly Hills. But this one was not boring at all.
Boring. It was like a football game.
Yeah. No,
like
it was.
How, straight dudes like clap. The players can hear them. I was just like clapping for people.
I've been meaning to record us watching it so we can include it in clips of the YouTube video, or even I guess on the podcast, the audio of us just like, no, yes, no, so
ooh.
This was really exciting. Before we get on with the show, though, if you're just joining us, we are two husbands, each other's husbands, and we watch The Housewives and we talk about it. We also have friends in the podcasting community. We have our friends over at Bestie Approved, and we're going to be doing the premiere of Rhode Island, which premiered tonight, which we have not yet watched, but we're going to be doing that tomorrow with them, and then that'll be coming to your podcasts both here at Husbands Watching Housewives and at Bestie Approved very, very soon. So check them out, check us out. They're good people. And then on Monday, we're going to be doing a whole live stream situation for the premiere of Atlanta, which is on Sunday night. So please like and subscribe. Find us everywhere, YouTube, all those places, and we will do our very best to entertain you.
It's a busy Bravo week on and off camera.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
So much going on in the Bravo sphere.
Well, I mean, we've had a few weeks of rest and relaxation, and now the shows are ramping up, and even Beverly Hills has ramped up today with some actual juicy drama going on. So I'm excited for all this.
Yes. So I was referring more to the whole I know you're because thing.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. We don't watch Summer House, but you can't not hear about what's going on in Summer House and this whole scandal,
right?
With West and Sierra and Amanda.
Yeah. So I came home. Would I come home from work that day? And you
on Monday,
and you started this should be Scandival, and you started filling me in on it, and I was trying to be very, very oh, okay, yeah. You're really interested in this.
Thanks for sharing that.
But then ultimately, I thought, okay, maybe I'll care once I start. No, I just really don't care.
I don't care, but it's in my feed. Every other page, and it's a thing. It's really, there's been some interesting commentary about it, and
I just have a problem with the dude's name being West. I mean, I thought it was Wes for the longest time, and now to find out that it's West. Is there another house person named Wes?
There's a West somewhere.
Yeah, I thought there was a West somewhere out there in the boat world or the house world,
or summer. Or
winter,
charm.
Charm thing. Yeah, so all I know is I don't care. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll start to.
There was Wes who was in the Road Rules Real World Challenge world, and also he was on Traders last year, the big red.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I was thinking of him, though.
Okay.
No, because I'd remember him, because he had that horrible beard.
Yes.
I don't like a big shaggy beard. I don't know what it is about me and a shaggy beard, but I'm not a fan.
And then the divorce with Sai, her husband filed for divorce.
Oh yeah, okay. I just say there's a guy named Wes who got divorced. Or what?
No.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, and they're filming New York, so that will play out as they're filming.
I'm sure. There was some other stuff too? There's a alleged.
Jen Shaw.
Jen Shaw's interview,
doing an interview with People Magazine.
I started watching a TikTok of I watched the Jen Shaw interview, so you didn't have to, and then I was bored by it. I was like, okay.
I mean, as people said in their little summary, she's owning it. She's kind of taking accountability.
Kind of.
Yeah, but it's because you have to. You pleaded guilty, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho.
Yes, I would say all those things you mentioned, maybe, goings on in the Bravo universe, but this episode of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
If there's such thing as a slow burn, this was giving us that, and
the burn happened.
Yes.
The burn was on.
Yes, and you were so, I was kind of going into this episode thinking that they would just kind of to be continued into nothing. But
because that happens a lot.
Yes.
This is something.
And there was a moment where the back and forth was going, and I thought, because Dorit got really quiet for a little bit.
Yes.
And I thought she was just going to be oh, okay. But then she started fighting back in ways that did not do her any favors, if you ask me.
It's a funny thing. Up until now, everyone's like, yeah, I get it if you hate Kyle. I mean, I don't get it, but whatever. That's your prerogative. But the way Dorit was coming at her, and with just this, idea of like, oh, Kyle, you're such a mean girl. You're bullying me and you're gathering minions to like, da-da-da. You don't care about me. You're gossiping about me. I think she did like you said, did herself no favors. And even if you don't like Kyle, you have to see like Dorit wasn't hearing anything.
Right.
I said last week, I don't think that Kyle should have brought everyone into it. But now I understand like why she did it and how she's like, I am not the only one. You cannot single me out. Yes, we have issues. Yes, we should not talk about our friendship issues. But you keep saying, as much as Kyle keeps saying, everyone here, Dorit brings it in like, only you, Kyle. And that's not true on both spots.
Right.
Both sides. So, because not everyone is against Dorit. She doesn't like, Kyle hasn't like gathered everyone to like, bully Dorit. And neither is,
right.
She's, yeah.
But I think, Kyle is making it out to be as though everyone is just as upset. But so Kyle's not doing herself any favors the way she presented it all.
Right.
But
others feel like it in the flashlights, flashbacks showed us that.
I'm really happy that Bose stood up the way she did for both Kyle and Dorit. And Bose saying, I genuinely feel like she brought all these things up because she's concerned. She clearly loves you, clearly is worried about you. And I don't think that she's bringing these things up just to gossip.
Right.
And so I was very happy that Bose continued to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to be all around on this. And when we were walking up to start recording, I was just like, we're not going to do this justice because so much happened.
It was the verbal back and forth, the quickness of which it happened.
Especially once Erika got involved.
Oh, yeah. It was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think Kyle was more like she was getting so frustrated and she couldn't make her points in a really good, cohesive way.
Right.
And Dorit was just like hitting back so much harder.
Right.
Until Erika entered the chat.
I think that when it comes down to it, I don't think anyone else would disagree. I think Kyle's not the best arguer.
Correct.
Like, I think if we were to go back to season 1, and anytime she was probably arguing with Kim or with LVP or anyone, she probably did not do herself very many favors, and probably had some weak, examples that she pulled out of her hat to like explain or, justify herself. So I think that continues 15 years later. What I found very, very, very interesting was the breaking of the fourth wall once Erika got involved. And she was saying, how after last season and this season, you think you're really going to come out on top. I thought that was really good. But the thing that's telling to me is Dorit seemed to be echoing the internet. Talking about Kyle's minions, talking about being a mean girl and bullying. It just seemed to be all the things that all the people who already hate Kyle or, even Dorit back in the day would say about them. Oh, they're being a bully. They're being mean girls. And
Dorit lumped into that too.
Right.
Fox Force 5.
Right.
They were like a bunch of mean girls. And
so, I mean, maybe it's one of those recognized game situations. I don't know. But screw Rachel when she's like, I'm not trying to be a mean girl, but...
I'm not saying Kyle's a mean girl, but I'm going to call Kyle a mean girl.
Yeah. I mean,
every time Rachel interjected, even with that stupid, like, not to be shallow, but she looks so hot. I just want to say, and all due Rachel, I like you, but stop it.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
I am the king of saying things at the worst time possible. And when she said that, I even thought, like, I don't think that I would even have the nerve to, like, mutter anything favorable about...
She's like, well, like, both she and Sutton should have just been, like, zipped it. It was between, like, Kyle and Dorit and Erika.
Yeah.
Anyone else jumping in... Tilly stayed quiet. Kathy stayed quiet. Certainly Natalie was like, nope.
Yeah.
Even Amanda was like, I am not getting into
Bose at one point was just staring in her lap and was just like, oh, this is so awkward. And it absolutely was.
And you have to let it play out or like you guys excuse yourselves and let them talk about it. But like Rachel being like, we're all hurting, Erika. Shut.
And that's, I mean.
Shut it.
I don't know what exactly pushed Erika, and that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. I'm talking like Dorit. It bothers me.
Yeah.
What bothers me about how Dorit started coming at Erika was as though that this is, again, that it's some calculated scheme against her. And I just think that that's what a lot of the breaking point has been for Kyle and Erika, is that like, you're not so special that like you get to be late all the time, and you're not so special that we're plotting against you.
Exactly.
You're not so special in that you're going through a hard time. We're all going through a hard time.
Like, who has the time when I'm going through a hard time to like plot against Dorit and like form a list of things I want to take Dorit down with.
Right.
No, it's not happening. Erika, yeah. Yes. When it pivoted to Erika, when Dorit said, out of everyone here, Bose has supported me more than everyone combined. And when Erika said her confessional, motherfucker, I felt that motherfucker in my soul. And I was like, yes, here we go. And when they played the flashbacks of Erika supporting Dorit through all the things, the break-in, LVP, what have you, like supporting her during her divorce last year. And for Dorit to say that with a straight face, that only Bose has been there for me, and she is the savior up high.
Right.
And you people are just like trying to take me down. That was the breaking point, and the light flight switch was flipped.
Yeah, you can see Erika.
So good.
Erika powers activated. Yeah, it was just insane.
When she came back,
I will say, like, going back, I think we all understood Dorit's context is like the only one really supporting me through the divorce situation, who's been here for me during this, was Bose. So to go back to 2018 and 20,
well, she did say, and it was very quiet, and we, she said this year, certainly, she said certainly this year,
right?
But just in general, Erika has been there for Dorit,
right?
In so many ways. And so that really hurt her feelings then. And then I like when she clocked in, and she wasn't being mean. She was saying, okay, let's really talk about it. Why were you late? And like tried like, no. Why were you late? Oh, I was checking my kids. How long does that take? Well, it takes how long it takes. You couldn't have texted us saying you were checking on your kids. It was a very logical, not like, I don't care about your kids. Your kids don't matter. It was like, these are things you could do to help yourself.
Right.
And you're not. And you're disrespecting us. When we brought up her coming onto the plane late and not saying, so apologizing to anyone, that was great too. Just Erika was being very logical, and Dorit took it as, oh, now you're on Kyle's side. You're only loyal to Kyle.
Right.
And that's not what she's saying. And I think, it was so telling. The back and forth was so good. When Dorit thought she had her, Erika, when she called her, see you next Tuesday, and Erika's like, I brought that word to the group. And yes, she did, honey.
Yeah.
Season 6, she brought see you next Tuesday to the group.
Although I would think that Dorit has used it more notoriously with Camille. So.
Oh, Erika had a necklace, okay? She was serving see you next Tuesday for a while. So that comeback was so good.
Yeah.
And just like the boo. And like Dorit thought she, as Erika said, she could get louder and drown Erika out like she did earlier in the episode. And Erika was like, no, I'm not doing that. You're not going to do that with me. And don't even try. Get your finger out of my face. No.
Yeah. Yeah. You could tell Dorit had a moment where she was like kind of taken aback by it. And I think she may have been considering like, do I fight back or do I just take this? And then she tries to come back with that see you next Tuesday remark. And
that was so...
It was just it was just ill-timed and just not a good idea.
No, so, and they're so like trying to like have it wasn't rehearsed, obviously.
No,
but the way she like really, Erika, when I did a dot, like it was so like acty,
right?
It didn't seem natural.
It also didn't help that I don't think production left that clip in where she said you need to show up and work, because I didn't know what the hell she was talking about.
Oh,
because Dorit said what her whole comeback was, when I said that you needed to show up and do your work, I didn't mean you needed to be a...
Oh, I didn't hear it like that.
That's what she said. That's what she repeated there at the dinner, but I don't remember Dorit ever saying that at all this season. And I think that maybe what she said when they were in the fight, or when she walked off at the minivan situation, which, oh my God, can we talk about the internet going nuts about how the fact that van was already there and all the, like, oh, it was all staged. It's like, so what if it was staged? I don't care.
The emotions were real.
Yes.
I don't care what wasn't.
There was something... I lost it before it really turned into Kyle, or to Dorit and Erika. There was a thing that Kyle had said, and it'll come to me later.
Oh, and she said, you don't have to be my friend?
Oh, well, that was heavy for sure.
When everyone was like aghast about that. Here's the thing. This shouldn't be so hard.
Right.
It's like a relationship.
Right.
If we're fighting for this, maybe it's not worth fighting for. Maybe we're just not meant to be friends.
Right.
We had a good run. And now,
Well,
people, it's like a season or a reason.
Well,
and maybe this is just a season.
and the thing that sucks the most is that, Dorit's doing the whole, like, I'm not going to sit here and take it anymore. I'm not, this is exactly what my word.
She's doing the whole I am woman, hear me roar thing.
Right.
And it's bullshit.
Well, it's fine and all, but again, it's a situation where, so you expect everyone else to sit there and take it and take what you're giving to them. It's like, it's not the one time, but it's like they're finally turning around and trying to hold you accountable, and you're taking it as an attack.
But also, when did you ever grin and bear it?
Well, with PK probably is, that's definitely what she's talking about.
Well, then, but it's not about
exactly.
Kyle. You're using the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Right.
Okay. You never grinned and bear it with Kyle. And yes, she did say, and I'm glad they brought that back because I totally forgot how she had things that she could use against Kyle, but she didn't.
Oh, right.
That was good.
That's what it was. It was Kyle saying, we're not supporting you unless we're all coming to you and telling you everything, and talk. It's like, it's not like that. That's not how things work. Kyle was, I think, very right in saying that you don't think we're supporting you unless we're coming to you and, worrying to your face. Like, we can support in different ways, She didn't say that exactly.
We can be frustrated and...
Right. Just because we're not bringing it to you every minute of the day doesn't mean these concerns don't exist, or that we're somehow being evil or, whatever the right word is, because we didn't bring it to you. We're not talking behind your back to be talking behind your back.
Exactly. It's not just gossip. It's, I feel concerned about her. If Kyle didn't feel concerned, she would have written her off a way long time ago.
And I do like that Rachel said this feels like two sisters fighting. And I did.
To which Kyle said, she's not my sister.
Well, I mean, she said it multiple times to Bose and everything, but I did like that Kyle was like, this, she's not my sister.
You don't know. I've had sister fights on the show.
Right.
This is not it, honey.
Right.
Because Kyle would be under the table in the fetal position if it was her sister.
Yeah.
So that's not the case. But yeah, I think, sometimes you have to say, is this relationship worth it? I feel beat down. You feel beat down. I feel wronged. You feel wronged. We're not coming to a meeting place. So why?
Well,
and I love that Kyle said, what I've been saying for weeks, I have many friends who care about me.
Right.
I will be okay
if
this doesn't work out.
Right.
Period.
Well, and on top of that, it's just to say as well that, I think that's comparing my friends who I'm close with. We could say these things and they would not react this way.
Right.
I can say these things to my friends and they don't think that I'm out to get them.
But also she said deep friendships, as in her friend who died.
Right.
Who could, that meant something. That was her best, dearest friend. And this bullshit in comparison with Dorit is just that bullshit. Her friend Teddy almost died.
Right.
That is worth caring about. This, you saying that I'm being a mean girl, screw you.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting my energy.
Got better things to do.
Better people to spend my time with, who care about me, who aren't trying to find every single thing that's wrong with me or accusing me of trying to get them. That's not a friendship.
Right.
So everyone was so aghast. It's it's plain and simple. I don't think it's going to be they've been boiling up to this point, and sometimes you're just not going to be friends with people.
Right. If you think I'm out to get you, then fine. Why are you my friend? And that's basically what it comes down to. If I'm that horrible of a person, then don't do me the favor.
Exactly.
I liked with Erika.
Yeah.
And Dorit that Dorit tried to pull the "I'm going through something" card as though Erika's not. And while I do think for the purpose of the show, if you're not going to make it your storyline and you're not going to be talking about it still, there is some gravity to what Dorit said. You haven't been talking about that. So I guess if you're going to be show friends, I'm taking the fact that you're not talking about that as though we're not going to mention it on camera or anything. So,
but it could be she's tired of mentioning it on camera.
Right.
It's been the lawsuits have been things she's been going through for many seasons, since season 11, and she may not want to keep talking about that, or she only wants to talk about it in a way that's productive with her therapist, as she said to Dorit.
Well, she said to Dorit, I talked about my therapist who actually cares about me. Because I think that's what it comes down to as well, is that Dorit hasn't been going to Erika or anyone else and seeing how they're doing. It's all, and which fine, maybe, Dorit is going through something. I get it. Right. And so I think there's a level of grace that I think is being given to her that she's just not seeing. And so, but I think it's great for Erika to be like, you think I'm not going through something? Like,
that was the second
please.
point. Like when Erika was like, oh, now I'm really mad at you because I could lose my freedom. My husband's in jail. Screw PK. PK's an asshole. He didn't rob from widows and orphans.
Right.
Okay. He's not like got Alzheimer's and then jail. Like you can't, like if we're going to compare pain, which I'm not going to compare pain with you, like just don't do that with me.
And I love that too, that Rachel kind of piped in and that's what.
We all have pain. And Erika was like, girl.
But Erika's like, we're not playing that game. We're not playing the whose pain is worse game, you know? I do think it was interesting when Erika brought up the whole, like, you know, please, you think, you know, after your last season and this, what you've been doing this season, that you're going to come out on top. I thought it was interesting that Dorit was like, do you think I'm actually trying to make this a whole show thing? Like, Dorit did seem genuinely confused that, like, she would think that, like, she was doing that. Yeah. So to a degree, but at the same time,
Dorit
she sits there. A renaissance?
Yes, that was almost the title of Rena's book. She didn't do that.
Oh.
Dorit had a renaissance last year when she went through the whole thing with PK and she smoked a cigarette and she started back talking Kyle. And the internet suddenly was like, now we like you again.
Mm-hmm.
And she loved it. And she's been smoking that cigarette ever.
Even in this episode. Little Siggy.
So yeah, I know you're going through some shit, but also this shit has like kept you on the show. And it's boosted you up to where you were when you on your first season. People liked you.
People have always liked her. They just thought she was phony.
No. People have been calling for her head. That's. I'm going to call this out. This bullshit on the internet of go Dorit when you know good goddamn and like.
Well, you're going to call it out. You need to call it out sharply, okay?
Sorry.
Get your words together. Gather yourself.
When you know. Good goddamn, and everything else that you were so anti-Dorit and were calling for her firing, and now all of a sudden she drops PK, she smokes a cigarette, and she gets bitchy with Kyle, and now you love her. Fuck that. Be consistent. You hated that chick, and now you're like, oh, Dorit, she's a queen. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yes, her first season when Dorit went up against Rena, everyone loved it because people were not liking Rena at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And when she talked back to Erika and she's like, oh, she's so great. And then she dropped down from that and she started riding the fence and she started promoting her fake businesses and she was just bullshit. And then things got real for her and she ran with it. And so did the internet and they loved her and it's bullshit.
All right.
Because, you know, if suddenly she's like, I made it with Kyle, I'm okay. Here's my fake business. And only like, get her fired. Like, fire her again.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So.
I can see that.
I don't want to sing good goddamn it.
I think you mean goddamn good and well.
Thank you. Well. I'm so tired.
It's been a long week for all of us.
It really has.
I think we're going to be a lot sharper when it comes down to Atlanta. Well, no, because Atlanta being on Sunday. Oh, I guess Rhode Island moves to Sundays eventually.
We need a weekend to like regroup.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, but this episode, definitely. Yes. So I just had to like call that.
No, it's fair.
It's been driving me nuts for 2 years now. Not 2 years, like a year and a half.
I mean, I don't know Dorit from before, I think, the COVID seasons.
Oh, so I know.
Yeah, so I don't really have any comparison.
Yeah.
I just have to say I could listen to Erika choose someone out.
Oh my God.
All day long. Like, I mean, that was just like music to my ears.
You know, it's funny because they had, as Dorit said, we've been good. We had one issue in her first season and they moved on the next season. They were totally fine. So this must be really off-putting for both of them because they've been totally good. But you can't push someone or you can't like just be so blatantly disrespectful to someone and not expect them to come back at you.
Right.
You know? So I don't know what she thought that she was going to get from like shushing Erika or like trying to like lump her in or like not or discounting how Erika's been there for her, but she was not expecting that, and I'm glad that Erika gave it to her. And yeah, Erika, not since Sutton and the or what has she really gone after someone, and you could tell Sutton was like, whew, glad it ain't me, y'all.
I was so sad though to see Erika get emotional after that.
That
like
was so good too. As good as the berating Dorit was, or the fighting with Dorit, the breakdown and showing who she really is and how she cares for these two women. You know, she said, Kyle and Dorit have been there for me and we're very close and this really hurts. And she just, you know, Erika's not a crier. And for her just like to break down at the table and everyone was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
They were all just so like, oh, caught off guard by it. And everyone was kind of like stunned into silence. I'm glad Kyle went up and like, you know, hugged her and tried to, you know, whatever. But that was...
I'm also glad no one else tried to go hug her.
Oh, yeah. Come on. There's that.
Sisterhood.
Let me wrap you up in a bow. Give you some lorazepam.
We were doing our Parker Posey White Lotus there. So,
yeah, I'm glad they showed that because as hard as she can go, she also has a soft center and she cares about her friends.
Right. And
she doesn't give away her friendship very lightly.
I'm loathing to see what the internet's going to be saying about Erika.
I didn't, you know, coming up here, I thought like, oh, let me look at Reddit. But I'm like, I know how we feel. I know how I feel. Yeah. And that's all I care about going into this episode.
It's going to just irritate me. I don't know. I don't know why Kathy went after Dorit of all people. I mean, maybe. You
would think Rachel's like, she looks so hot. Well, go chase
Rachel Bowes at least, you know, would go up. You'd think. I mean, were they just like stuck on that side of the table with production like fencing them in? Or I mean, I could see Kathy going up there because maybe Dorit would be more respectful to Kathy than she might be, and you know, anyone else.
I don't know that Kathy gives a damn.
I know, but like you're not about to like, tell Kathy Hilton to go fuck off or anything like that. You know?
I don't know that Kathy gives a damn about like the fallout of this friendship, but she seemed to, and it was kind of surprising. Yeah,
Kathy seemed more in it for like the etiquette of the whole thing. Like it's going to be tough to go back in there, and that's when Dorit starts all these not what are they called when they're like, not metaphors, but they're like church fables sort of things.
Homily?
Yeah, like all these homilies of like I don't have to go back in there. I'm just like, oh.
That's what I'm saying. That was her I am woman, hear me roar moment. Like, I am not going to take this anymore.
Yeah.
But it looks so bad juxtaposed with Erika like breaking down at the table. You know, you getting up on like, ugh, I've been so wronged. I've been so like...
she's the one who broke out the C word. She's the one who went really low first. Like Erika was being precisely nasty, but Dorit got just dirty.
That's what I'm saying. It was acty. It was very much like, oh, really, girlfriend?
Right.
I'm going to, like...
It was not.
Racist over someone would say, like, girlfriend, too.
It's not the best look.
But yeah, Kathy trying to do whatever she was trying to do. It's like, let her go.
Should let Natalie go. That's what Natalie was there for.
Or Amanda.
Wouldn't it have been great if Amanda went up there and that would have just been like, now they're besties.
I know we're not in a good place, but, I'm going to manifest something for you right now.
Dorit, have you tried manifesting good stuff?
Manifesting a good friendship. Amanda knew when to stay quiet, and I love her for that.
Yeah.
She was just like, the shocked faces of like, oh.
When Dorit goes around the table and skips Amanda, that was a little bullshit on Kyle's behalf.
That was bullshit on Kyle. Like, you're forgetting Amanda. It's like, Kyle, you don't care about Amanda, right?
But even Sutton's like, no, I was totally like, leaning forward. You could have.
I got a big head, y'all. Yeah. I got a big head.
It's like
my hair was a little poofy. That.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Humidity poofed out my hair.
And I thought Dorit was pretty genuine. Like, I was not purposely trying to, omit you.
I didn't see her.
Yeah.
But she's at the table. She's in the group.
Yeah.
You thought she went to the bathroom? You could have been like, I know Amanda's having a piss, but I apologize to her too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right there. Sorry, honey.
But I think Erika was right that your apologies aren't landing. And what I really wanted Erika to say was no one believes them.
Exactly.
That like they're all just lip service. And, like you apologizing for being late now after the fact means nothing.
There's a way of handling a situation, and it's in the moment, not after the fact when you're called out on it.
Right.
When you totally forgot because you're so caught up in your own head that you didn't.
And if you're going to apologize that way, then you need to change the apology to be like, guys, I didn't realize that was happening. I've just been so caught up. I'm so sorry. Not like, I'm going to apologize now and I mean it. And it was
performative.
Yeah.
Just like, saying like, oh, now I care about you, Eric. Well, why did you tell me? And Erika confessed when she said, like, I don't know about her new man. I don't know about the lawsuit. It's like, well,
you didn't also ask the same way that, like, she's saying no one's coming, you know, she's not being supported because no one's coming to her and, like, telling her, it's like, you're not going to her. Like, it just,
You're minimizing what she's going through when, again, we're not going to play the who's hurt more.
But it's also the situation that, like, everyone knows, and especially Dorit, Erika is guarded and isn't going to just go around talking about these things. Meanwhile, Dorit is screaming from the rooftops all of her problems.
It's the whole thing of, like, checking on your strongest friends.
Right.
Because you just assume, oh, they've got this. They're strong. But really, you know.
Right.
Erika said, like, she's been in a bad place. She's had intrusive thoughts. You know, like, it can happen. So just don't assume that she's okay.
Yeah. I want to go back, and I always say this, I want to go back and watch it again. I mean, maybe some of it just because the precision, you know, ass reaming is just, I mean, just hearing her, and I don't think it was beautiful hearing her eviscerate Dorit specifically, but just the precision with which Erika chose her words and, like, everything, I just think was great.
It didn't break a sweat, and it was like, I'm not going to back down.
Right.
And you can speak louder, but I'm still going to make this point, and my point is right.
Right.
And if you know it's right because you're speaking louder than me now.
Right.
Trying to shut me up.
Now, I don't think for a minute that Erika is, this is Erika's first time, you know, badgering someone into, you know, agreeing with her or whatever. I mean, Erika has definitely gone round and round, especially if she's married to a lawyer for 20 years.
Oh, sure, yes.
So,
but also, I would be insulted hearing Dorit, as when I get back from Italy, and Dorit says that Erika's now cares more about being in Kyle's good graces. Erika cares about being in her own good graces. Erika has her own self-respect, and she's not going to just go along and get along. That was never, when the whole Fox Force 5 was going on, it was never a group think. Erika's not going to be that person. Right. It's not a sorority where Kyle's the president and we have to kiss her ass and, like, you know, da-da-da-da. That was never the situation. She's not weak like that. So for Dorit to say, like, oh, she's another minion, is bullshit.
The whole thing about minions and the bullying and the mean girl stuff, it just bothers me because that's just so Twitter. That is just so Reddit and Twitter and everything that gets repeated over and over and over again. And I know that there's like if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck and quacks like a duck, maybe it's a duck. So maybe there's an element of truth to it. But for Dorit to pull those specific words out is very much... I don't think that she's doing it to be calculated and to pander to the fans, because I think the way that she said that to Erika about, like, I'm not playing the I believe her, but I think that she's so used to reading all the comments and these words and seeing what people think about her and everyone else, those words come quickly to mind, because minions, I don't know, like, I don't know that I have friends or a group of friends anywhere that, like, have minions or have enough people that get behind them that would just be a word you naturally come up with. That is clearly an effect of the internet.
Totally.
So, or she's been watching the Minions a lot with Jackie. I don't know.
No,
is that Gru?
I've never seen that, so
missing out.
Yeah, but no, it is very. These are, you know, bullet points that people constantly throw out, and it's just interesting that she uses those words.
I'm really interested in what happens at the reunion now.
Oh, yes. And the fact that Erika said that nothing got resolved. Yeah. At least for her and Dorit, they're still not speaking.
I'm sure they're going to go back and forth a few times.
And I'm sure, like, Erika's not going to break a sweat.
Yeah.
And that was just, that bun held up tight. She's like, my bun is bunning and I am pissed.
Oh, God.
So they get back from Italy.
And they go to Rachel's Studio 54 party, which you rolled your eyes at because you're like, oh, a 54 party.
Until I realized she's turning 54.
I thought that was funny that the producer asked her how old she was turning, and, like, as though the producer didn't understand, or maybe he just wanted to get her to say it on camera. I don't...
Yes and yes.
Probably yes.
Before, though, the whole, I need to shoot a book cover to, like, garner interest for my book. Well, let me tell you, I read a lot of books. I'm not reading that book.
Maybe I'll read it and I'll let you know how it goes.
You can tell me how it goes.
Maybe she has some really salient points and you'll feel differently.
Unless she's really going to dish the dirt on PK.
Right.
Even so, I don't really give a damn about PK.
Do you know what we're going to
do?
We're going to listen to it audio on the way to work. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it
increments.
Yes, in increments.
I would do that.
That'll be fun.
I don't want to take the time. Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do that. We'll put on the first 10 minutes. Like, no.
I mean, whatever. She did look great in the cover shoot.
Some of those, I didn't think she looked good. I mean, ultimately, the one she landed in, she looked all right. Yeah. I didn't need Rachel and Bose coming over to be her cheerleaders. I was like, oh, great.
You look hot, babe. You look so hot.
And
you look so hot.
Then, like, she had
beauty. She is beauty. She is grace.
She had a craft services table there. I mean, how many people do you need for a book cover? Like, is it really?
The book isn't finished yet.
Well, I mean, as she explained, that people released the book cover earlier. I think that our book cover that I created for the Capri Room be a much better cover than her.
Unbothered, unburdened,
on Blitzen, on Cupid,
all the things, and then.
Unwrapped.
I don't know what.
Untucked. Right. Yeah, Bose has some questionable choice. That confessional
look. No, honey, you're better than that look.
Oh, that's who she's reminding me of. I kept naming off everyone from Atlanta. It's Shamia. Shamia has that little.
Shamia, you're right.
Because I thought Candy and Portia, but no, it's Shamia because she has the little curly Q wig thing going on.
It's a little. James Brown.
Yeah. But you're right. It had
it's like Judy Garland by way of James Brown. You know what I mean?
Things I can't say that you can.
It's the collar,
right?
And then the sequence. But then
you were right though. If she had the big hair to go with that outfit, it would be
fantastic. Yes. It would be popping.
I think we're just not used to seeing Bose with understated hair. We're used to her being over the top with everything.
It's not good hair. You are better than you are gorgeous, and that is.
Oh, they went house shopping. They went to one
with
Keely, and they met Lyle there.
Yes,
Lael.
Yeah. The house, even though it was big, it seemed small.
And it was also dark. It didn't seem like it was well lit. And
the room seemed small.
Yeah. I mean, except for Lael's room had the skylight in the bathroom and all that.
But it had like a little dinky little balcony.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Terrace balcony.
All those things.
Yeah.
I don't think that's obviously I don't think they bought it.
I was thinking,
you know.
So yeah, like, that was a personal scene, and then like Rachel and her son telling him he has to work.
Oh yeah.
She worked at 9 West when she was. I forgot 9 West existed.
I think 9 West might still exist. I'm not even sure. I looked up the Short Hills Mall or whatever. That's still open. It's still a high-end luxury mall, apparently. I didn't dive into it deeply, but it's right there on the corner of the border of Jersey and New York. So there's no movie theater in there, so I don't care. Boo.
Yes. So then we get to the 54 party. And it's going to be awkward because everyone's going to be together for the first time. And
I thought it was cute that her son was working the door.
That was cute.
We got to learn names of other people. That was cute. I thought after Erika was explaining she wanted to show up all New York, Coke fabulous. I think hers looked a little.
It wasn't very disco-y.
No, it wasn't very disco-y, and it looked more like Erika, showgirl sort of situation.
It looked like a look I've seen Mariah do, and. It's not a bad look. It just wasn't 54.
I would agree. And I don't think...
She wasn't as literal, I guess, as others.
And Bose was wearing that thing that she said looked Donna Summer, or was it Diana Ross? What did she say?
She said Donna Summer. And you were saying it was more Tina Turner.
Because the cut of it was so short.
The length of it was really Tina Turner.
Yeah.
It was great on her, but it wasn't... I think Street looked very studio.
Right.
I think Sutton with...
obviously Rachel.
Kyle.
Yeah, Rachel looked very studio.
Very much so. But Kyle with the Farrah.
I think disco, especially of that era, I think more of the early 80s, late 70s, 54, where it's more length in there. I guess there is short, but I always think of long dresses.
Right. It's not dresses like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's more what she was doing was more 60s.
Yes.
When Tina was with Ike and the Ikeettes and the Proud Mary. Mm-hmm. But the wig was very
absolutely. And then Natalie showed up. What?
And then Natalie showed up. The end.
I know. What? Sutton looked all right.
Yeah, with the gold and all. Yeah, I like the hair.
We could have done the thing that everyone else is doing and just skipped Sutton. It seems to be the trend lately.
Skipping Sutton.
Because she's a little plain. She's just a little.
Look, Sutton's being herself this year. She's trying to be a good friend, and she gets chewed out in the next episode by Dorit. Hurts her feelings, doesn't care. Looking forward to.
Which I'm looking forward to that as well, because that's Sutton bringing it to Dorit like Dorit wants.
You hurt.
And then completely discounting what she has to say. So, you still have water left. What are you doing, man? Giving me your cough germs?
I need all the water.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this was a great episode.
Yes, I'm glad it wasn't to be continued. I'm glad we got
some scenes from next week.
Yes.
We think there's going to be 2 more episodes?
Well, now we know. So this next week and the week after will be the finale.
Okay.
So, and then we'll have 3-part reunion, I'm sure. And yeah.
Okay.
Things are popping. I think we
covered everybody.
The wall is expanded.
Yeah.
We've got Atlanta.
Way to get everyone else up there.
And Rhode Island.
Another thanks to our besties who framed a bunch of these pictures that we couldn't put on the wall because of the glare from the lights. But
we're going to showcase these pictures each week.
Love them. A very thoughtful gift.
Yeah. So looking forward to recording with them.
Yes.
And meeting these new women of Rhode Island.
Yeah. If we were awake, we could go watch it now.
I think we do it tomorrow when we're fresh. We're so I think we expelled a lot of energy at the hills. A lot of demons.
Yes, I would agree. So you're saying we should talk about it next time.
Until next time.
Okay.